All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, you're...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one complete to Atwell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the...
Now a loose football. And the defense has it.
Guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on 1st contact and 2nd contact, for that matter.
Encroachment, defense.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And this ball's going to be incomplete. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Noah Fant, touchdown Titans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Titans are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to take a shot down the field. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this 1st quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That's hauled in at the 2. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold. Going right sideline and complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the toss to Spears. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Darnold now to throw. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Defense.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the air one more time. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on top. It's 14-10. now, following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. That caught Tony Pollard. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold to the air once more. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. He's brought down at the 31. So and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are out to a 21-10 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Spears. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Spears. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to have a Titans 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This is hard toward the side of the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a fourth-quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll again get it to Ridley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. Here is 1st and goal. Here's Darnold again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Here we go.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. This one complete to Atwell. Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
is going to have the Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. On second down, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw is Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Darnold now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to pick up a Titans first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. Able to get a hand on it. To throw again is Darnold. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And the Jaguars are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter.